Hello student, we start fourth sum of miscellaneous exercise 13. Suppose that 90% of the people are right-handed. What is the probability that at most 6 of a random sample of 10% are right-handed? Let P be a probability of success, and therefore right-handed peoples are there 90%. So P is equal to 90 upon 100, or it is 9 by 10 or 0.9, and Q equal to 1 minus 0.9, it is 0.1, right? And N equal to 10. We want to find the sample space from 10 people and at most 6 people. First of all, we find binomial distribution. It is 10 Cx 0.1 raised to 10 minus x and 0.9 raised to x. Now here we want to find Px is less or equal to 6, right? At most 6 means less or equal to 6, which is 1 minus P7 plus P8, P9 plus P10. Now we just put the value of this all terms. 10C7, 0.1 raised to 3 and 0.9 raised to 7 plus 10C8, 0.1 raised to 2 and 0.9 raised to 8 plus 10C9, we start from here, plus 10C9, 0.1 raised to 1 and 0.9 raised to 9 plus 10C10, 0.1 raised to 0 and 0.9 raised to 10, right? Now we just simplify it, and here 1 minus, we just taking or we just put it as it is, and in your book the answer is given in this way. This is our answer, and the answer is given in this way: sigma r equal to 7 to 10 and 10 cr 0.1 raised to 10 minus x and 0.9 raised to x, or r, sorry, not x but it is r, right? So if this type of answer is there, then it is also accepted answer, but here 1 minus something answer is there. Okay, you don't want to simplify this answer because this answer is not necessarily obtained and very lengthy answer, therefore we directly put it as it is, right? So sum is quite easy, but here how can you express the answer in the form of sigma, it is important. So be careful and be remember. Okay, now we go for the next one. Five number sum. In 5, an urn contains 25 balls, of which 10 balls bear a mark X and the remaining 15 balls bear a mark Y. A ball is drawn at random from the urn. Its mark is knocked down and it is replaced. If 6 balls are drawn in this way, find the probability that all the balls mark with X and no more than 2 will bear Y mark. At least one ball will bear Y mark, and the number of the ball with X mark and Y mark will be equal. Okay, so here this sum is quite important and lengthy also. So here let me take the probability. Let P be the probability that ball marked with X is selected and is success, right? So total 25 balls are there, and from these 25 balls 10 ball are of the mark of X. Therefore P equal to 10 by 25, or it is 2 by 5. Then Q is obviously 1 minus 2 by 5, it is 3 by 5. And total we want to draw 6 balls, right? Therefore our probability distribution Px is equal to X equal to 6Cx 3 by 5 raised to 6 minus X and 2 by 5 raised to X. Now here first question is given that then find the probability that all will bear mark with X. Means all the balls with mark X are selected. So here Px equal to 6. Directly we put 6C6, 3 by 5 raised to 0 and 2 by 5 raised to 6. So it is 2 raised to 5, 2 raised to 6, 2 by 5 raised to 6. This is our answer. We don't want to need any simplification here. Second is given that in this way that not more than 2 will bear Y mark. Means probability are not more than 2 probability of ball not more than 2 with mark Y. It means probability of the ball not less than 4 with mark X, right? So here we want to find P. X is greater or equal to 4. Not less than means X is either 4 or more than 4. It is P4 plus P5 plus P6. Or directly we put the value in this, then 6C4, 3 by 5 raised to 2 and 2 by 5 raised to 4 plus 6C5, 3 by 5 raised to 1, 2 by 5 raised to 5 plus 6C6, 3 by 5 raised to 0 and 2 by 5 raised to 6. Okay, now we just simplify here. 2 by 5 raised to 4 we are taking common. 2 by 5 raised to 4 we are taking common. 6C4 is 62 means 6, 5, 1, 2, 15. 15 into 9 by 25 plus here if we want to take common this 5 raised to 6, then also it is acceptable, but here first we do this way. 6 into 3 by 5 into 2 by 5 plus 2 by 5 means 4 by 25, right? So here 25 is LCM and 135 plus 36 plus 4 upon 25 is there. And now when we simplification of it is, then we have 7 into 2 by 5 raised to 4, right? This is 175, therefore it is 7 into 2 by 5 raised to 4. Now here some are left here, but these two are 1 and 2, and now we go for the third and 4. But here remember this thing carefully, we just cut out this 1 and 2. We remain this equation we remain as it is. Okay, so here we just cross these two and then we start the third sub question of the given sum. Okay, this sum is quite lengthy and quite useful for your JEE examination, so be careful for it. Okay, in third it is given that at least one ball with bear mark Y, probability of at least one ball bear with mark y, it means the probability of at most 5 ball, probability of at most 5 ball beer with mark x. So we can say that it is px is less or equal to 5, or directly we put 1 minus p x is greater than 5, right? X is greater than 5, or it is only px equal to 6. So 1 minus 6 is 6, 3 by 5 raised to 0 and 2 by 5 raised to 6. 1 minus 2 by 5 raised to 6. This is our answer, 1 minus 2 by 5 raised to 6. Now the fourth one. In fourth one, it is given that the number of ball will with mark x and y will be equal. Means px equal to 3. Directly we want to equal ball and 6 balls are there. Therefore 3 ball with mark of x, 3 ball of mark y. So we have is equal to 6c3, 3 by 5 raised to 3 and 2 by 5 raised to 3. So it is 6c3 means 20 into 8 by 125 into 8 by 27 by 125, right? And then just simplify, we get 864 upon 3125, right? So this way we can find our answer very easily. So this sum is quite lengthy and also important sum, so be careful for this type of sum. Now we go for the next one. Sixth one. In a hurdle race, a player has to cross 10 hurdles. The probability that he will clear each hurdle is 5 by 6. What is the probability that he will knock down fewer than 2 hurdles? So here let P be the success or probability of the success. Then we know that he clear each hurdle is 5 by 6, means P equal to 5 by 6 and Q equal to 1 minus 5 by 6, it is 1 by 6, and total hurdles are given that 10. So n equal to 10, right? Therefore P x equal to x, binomial distribution is 10cx, 1 by 6 raised to 10 minus x and 5 by 6 raised to x, right? Now we want to find that he will knock down fewer than 2 hurdles. It means what? P x is less than 2, right? Means he cross not more than 2 hurdles. Means 1 minus, if we want to find, then directly we put not 1 minus but directly we put P0 and P1. Now just put the value 10C0 here, 1 by 6 raised to 10 plus 10C1, 1 by 6 raised to 9 and 5 by 6 raised to 1. So here 1 by 6 raised to 10 plus 10 into 1 by 9 raised to 1 by 6 raised to 9 and 5 by 6 raised to 1. Now 1 by 6 raised to 9 is taking common. Then we have 1 by 6 plus 50 by 6, right? It is 51. 1 by 6 raised to 9 into 51 by 6, or it is 17 by 3. So our answer is 17 by 3 into 1 by 6 raised to 9. Okay? Or here we have some mistake in taking P and Q, therefore we just cover it. So there is a mistake in taking P and Q. So here we just replace it. Q equal to 5 by 6 and P equal to 1 by 6. And all the terms are as it is, but here we interchange these two terms, 5 by 6 raised to 10 minus x and 1 by 6 raised to x. And from this Px is less than 2, it means P0 plus P1, and then simplify it. Then we get 10C0, 5 by 6 raised to 10 plus 10C1, 5 by 6 raised to 9 into 1 by 6 raised to 1. So our 5 by 6 raised to 10 plus 10, 5 by 6 raised to 9 into 1 by 6 raised to 1. Now 5 by 6 raised to 9 is taking common, then we have 15 by 6 in bracket. And from this, if we simplify, then we get in this way, 5 raised to 10 into 3 upon 6 raised to 10. Okay, so this is our answer, and this is also a good sum. Now we go for the next one. Next is seventh one. Seventh, a die is thrown again and again until there 6 are obtained. 3 6 are obtained. Find the probability of obtaining the third 6 in the 6th throw of the die. Okay, so here let the probability, let P be the probability, let P be the probability of success, and we want to obtain 6. Therefore our answer is P is equal to 1 by 6 and Q equal to 1 minus 1 by 6, it is 5 by 6, and we want to N, taking N equal to 5, because there are therefore probability distribution Px equal to x equal to 5cx into 5 by 6 raised to 5 minus x into 1 by 6 raised to x, right? This is our first answer. Now we want to find the probability of getting third 6 in the 6th row. Probability of getting third 6 in the 6th row. So what we can do, or what we can say, that probability of 2 6 in first 5 throw, it means probability of first 2 6 in first 5 throw into probability of getting 6th in the 6th row, and into probability of getting 6 in 6th throw, right? So remember this thing very carefully, that here when we want to find the probability of getting third 6 in the 6th row, then it means what? First and second 2 6s are obtained in first 5 row. So first we put this and into probability of getting 6th in 6th row. So it is what? It is 5c2 into 1 by 6 square and 5 by 6 raised to 3 into 1 by 6, because this third row is very absolute. Here we want to obtain only 6, right? And now we just simplify it, then we get our answer is 10 into 1 by 36 into 125 upon 6 216. Now we just multiply, then we get 625 upon 23328, right? So this way, this sum is important sum, because here it is not clearly given what we want to do, but here in 6th row we want to obtain 6. Therefore first we take first 5 row, it means n equal to 5. Therefore this is not directly given, but here we take ourselves that it is n equal to 5. So it is very important sum, because here you want to judge with yourself and then do and or then proceed on. Okay, therefore this sum is quite important. It means what here, let again I explain this sum because this sum is quite difficult. Let P be the probability of success and P equal to 1 by 6, Q is 5 by 6, N equal to 5. Why we take? Because we want to find getting third 6 in the third throw. Therefore we take N equal to 5. And Px probability distribution is there. Now this is probability of getting third 6 in the sixth throw. It means is equal to probability of first 2 6s in first 5 throws and into probability of getting 6 in sixth throw. Therefore here two type of probability are multiplied. Okay, first is getting 2 6s in first 5 throw, and the second one is only getting 6 in the third throw, right, or sixth throw. So, and then you simplify, then you get your answer. Okay, so this sum is quite important and very good sum.